Hello, what is up everybody? RL57 here, back with yet another die-cast car video, and it is today's video that we review something quite new and special here. We have something that I've been highlighting for quite some time right now. It is the Tarmac Works Pagani Utopia, and yes, this is actually a new casting and a new color. And this is the first release by Tarmac Works themselves for this special Pagani Utopia model. And if you don't know the Pagani Utopia, it is quite a rare hypercar in real life. They only produced a few of these, even lesser than the Huayra if I'm not mistaken. And it is quite hard to even see in person this Utopia itself. And yes, Tarmac Works has done yet another masterpiece again, just that it's not in your regular box that you got from, like, for example, the Pagani Imola, like the regular, I don't know, like paper box or whatever you call that. Instead, it comes in this sort of acrylic case and sleeve, which is actually pretty good. Kind of reminds me of the packaging of some other Tarmac Works cars that which have like these acrylic cases and also these paper sleeves or whatever you call it. And yes, the first release here, as you can clearly tell, the color is, you might think the color looks black, but it's not actually black. This is a special carbon fiber paint job and paint finish basically throughout the whole car, and I'm gonna talk about it later on in the video. So let's start from the bottom here. We have Tarmac Works logo right there, Pagani Utopia, very simple on the front. Moving to the top of the acrylic or box, whatever, you can see the top of the car, basically Global 64 at the top. Here is it from the side. You can see the back of the car, and from the other side you can see the front of the car. I'm gonna explain a little bit on the base for a moment, because the base is also quite special. I really do like it. It's a great attention to detail. Here is the other side, the back of the sleeve or whatever you call this. You can see that there is the car illustrated at the back. You can see, is it the same scale as the actual diecast? I think it's slightly bigger. I don't think so. It's 164. We have to check back and see. Pagani Utopia right there, pretty simple honestly. I like the illustration and all, with the sort of like mirror effect at the bottom right here, like a faded mirror effect. I really do love it. Even though it's quite simple, it's actually really nice, the fact that they've ever done this. I'm not sure if they've ever done somewhat sort of design like this before. I'm not entirely sure. I've never really seen something like this, but it's still looking pretty cool if you ask me. And looking from the bottom of this box right here, or sleeve, it says Tarmac Works, Tarmac for good, small size, big heart. And what does that say? Pagani Utopia black carbon fiber, which I'm gonna talk about in a moment. And as you can see, you have the barcode right there, just if you need it, made in China, and Pagani special, official licensed product. And if you might be wondering, where did I get this? Of course, you already know. I got it from, of course, the Tarmac Works shop itself. Or if you want to go get it yourself, maybe you live far from the Two Monster shop, which is located at Tamarind Square, Cyberjaya. You can basically buy it either from the Shopee page, which will be in the link in the description down below, or you can buy it from their TikTok shop, which is also available. Or let's say if you're living like overseas, or maybe other parts of maybe the country or the world, you can actually buy it from the Tarmac Works website. That is your second option basically. If you do really want to get this, you can actually buy it from Tarmac Works website. They should be shipping out like anytime, as long as you buy it. And it might be pricey, but still, I do admit it's a really nice car, and I'm gonna showcase to you right now as we take it out from the sleeve. There is the sleeve, pretty simple. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention here, it says Pagani Utopia, pretty simple gray, sort of grayish box or sleeve style. I really like it. Is it the same size? You might be wondering. No, it's not. Like I said, the paper sleeve, the illustration at the back right here, slightly bigger. So I'm putting it top to bottom right here. So if you look at the top right here, you can see that there is the Utopia. It is quite big compared to the 1/64 scale. So just if you're wondering, yes, it is not the same. It is actually slightly bigger, but still pretty cool. So for the grand reveal, we'll take out the acrylic case. I already opened this actually. If not, there were supposed to be like tape on this. Yeah, there's supposed to be tape on the acrylic, but I already opened it. Of course, you know I have done a shorts video on this, so you can go check that out as well. Or maybe you actually, those that are watching right now actually came from the YouTube shorts video, then you're in luck. You're actually watching the full video right now. So the special part of the base that I wanted to talk about is right now is about the like sort of detail of the base. So you can see that the color of the base is mainly in this sort of cream tan color right here, but on the top it's basically different. If you look closely on the details of the base, you can actually see it is sort of like a wooden texture, which is not actually real wood. It's still plastic, but they included sort of like a film sort of sticker onto this, like a matte style sticker or film onto this plastic base right here, which makes it look like sort of wooden base, which sort of like a wooden base, sort of. I'm not sure what type of wood, plywood or whatever it is. Still wood, but still it looks gorgeous. Just look at the design of the base with the carbon black Pagani Utopia. It is just a great combo. Let me just describe a bit about the base right here. It says Tarmac Utopia, sorry, Pagani Utopia. Now right here you can actually see that it has a sort of logo of itself, which is the Pagani Utopia, which if you unscrew this thing, great thing is it only requires one screw, so you can just take it out easy as this. And just if you're wondering, yeah, there is that logo of the Utopia right there. So yeah, there is the base, there is the Utopia text or logo somewhat like there. It is very cool and I do quite like it. And yes, you have seen the car from my shorts video, and if you haven't, maybe this might be the first time you've ever seen this car officially shown on camera by me. And here it is. Or you may have seen me unbox this car, or maybe I've showcased to you when I was at the Two Monsters Shop Wheels Day, 5th annual Wheels Day. And if you may have noticed a single part of the video where I unboxed what my hauls were, and this was one of it. I actually bought the Pagani Utopia during Two Monsters Shop's Wheels Day previously, which was just a few weeks ago basically. And since they released this car on the day itself as their like new arrivals basically, of course you know me, I had to get this on the spot. I actually bought another Pagani, which I'm gonna give a hint. It is a Lamley Group edition, which is the Pagani Huayra R if I'm not mistaken, and it's quite special. It's colored in white, and you shall see the review, which is coming soon. And yeah, we won't talk about much about the Huayra R. We'll save that for another video. Right now, let's just feast your eyes on this beauty, which is the Pagani Utopia colored in carbon black with the sort of matte golden rims, which are absolutely insane. Now there are a few details here and there that I need to highlight to you guys about this car, which makes it look extremely cool, if I'm being honest. And one thing about this car, even though it feels like somewhat a mixture of If you ask me, it feels like a mixture of a Pagani Huayra, the regular one, with somewhat the DNA of a Pagani Zonda. It makes up something like a Utopia. If you ask me personally, it feels something like that, even though it doesn't really look much like those two cars. To me, it feels like it's both of those cars combined in a certain way. And if you ask me personally, I really do love it. Like, when I look at the car, like of course in the pictures, obviously, the real thing, I mean, it looks great. It comes in like only a few colors available. There was one that I quite like. It's not the white one, but it's more to like this whitish purple sort of color. I'm not sure that's the stock color or not, but that is gorgeous. I don't know whether Tarmac Works will release that or not, but I know there's another brand that actually releases that color actually, which is, if I'm not mistaken, it is CCA, which is Cool Chick Auto, which is I believe a China brand, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really recall, but that is also highly detailed, where if I'm not mistaken, you can actually open up the back of the car to reveal the engine at the back, which, if I'm not mistaken, should be true. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it is also a Pagani Utopia, but on the other hand, it's not in this carbon black, which of course, for the time being, only Tarmac Works has produced this carbon black special color, which I really do like. Like, it's just amazing to see it in person. That's why immediately when I saw it release in the Two Monster Shop announcement of new arrivals, I was like, I mean, guarantee I need to buy the Huayra R, which is the Lamley edition. That's one, but this was like an in-between option, you know. But when I look at it in a detailed way, it's actually so good. The matter of fact, I had to straight away buy it. It's just amazing. I did actually recommend this car in my live stream as well when I was at the Tarmac Works Wheels Day event. I did actually recommend this car. I did like a short detailed showcase of that car, but not on a turntable or anything, not like this typical video of mine, but sort of like in a casual way. Instead, here we have the regular showcase type of way, which I'm normally doing, at the same time reviewing it, so that you guys can think whether you could buy it or not, or maybe you should, or maybe you should not, whether you need to order it, or I don't know, maybe you should just pass on it. It's up to you basically, but when you look at the details properly, you would soon find out. And let's go ahead and check it out. So we'll start off from the side as always. So we'll start from the rims. Now I need to highlight to you guys about these rims. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spoke rims, but they are slightly different. You can see that these 10 spoke rims are slightly different in design. If you look closely, they are a bit different when I compare you to the other side, where these rims are massive and they are quite different if you ask me. Instead, these are 9 spokes compared to these, so they do give out a huge difference on both sides when you want to do like photography or anything. Like from this side, it is different set of rims, and from this side you have different set of rims, which is absolutely crazy if you ask me. But at the end of the day, they're trying to make a model where they won't give you spare wheels. Instead, they give you different set of rims on each side. So would it be a win-win situation if you ask me? I think so. And instead of them doing something like what CM model would do, where you can just take out the rims, basically swap it out, make this part plastic and whatnot, instead they're just doing it something like this, which I don't know what's the objective of it, whether there is much of a difference, but I guess it would be great. I mean, if you want both sides to be the same set of rims, you need to buy two of these. Like, actually, you need to buy two of the same Utopias. You basically have to swap out the rims, basically take out the whole chassis out, basically swap the left rims with the right ones on the other car, and swap basically that type of hard process. But still, it will work, but you'll make things harder as you go. And yeah, so that's it about the rims. Oh yeah, by the way, the rims are sort of like this matte gold color, and you have rubber tires, by the way, just if you're wondering. So like I described earlier, the whole Pagani Utopia car basically is covered in carbon fiber, and yes, it is sort of like this black colored carbon fiber. And yeah, the detailing is really fine. I really do love it. The detail, the design, basically everything is just great on the Utopia right here. I really do love it. So basically you have all the details here and there. You do even have the details of the doorknob. To open up the door of the car, you do have rubber side mirrors, which I don't really recommend those who are maybe 14 and below to buy this, as you have fragile side mirrors which are rubber. And another pretty cool thing about this is basically when you look at it from the side, it just has that unique aerodynamic look to it, which I do really love. Kind of reminds me a bit of the McLaren Speedtail, if you ask me, but well, they're not typically the same thing, but still, I like their iconic look to it. And moving on to the front, we do have the detailed lens headlights or transparent headlights, which resemble the Utopia very well. The tinted headlights are basically just a regular tint. You don't have like yellow tint or anything on that. It's just your regular tint, which absolutely is cool. And yeah, not much detail on the hood area or anything. Logo, I don't think there's a logo on this Utopia. You do have some grille detailing at the bottom here as well. You do have, I'm not sure the rain lights or fog lights, or are these the blinkers or anything, but they still look cool. You do have the slightly like front splitter at the front right here. It's not like slightly long or anything, but just a regular front splitter, which is metal, by the way. Interior wise, regular windshield tint, no blacked out tint or anything. Very cool. The dashboard is sort of colored in this white color or whitish gray. The seats are also detailed in that sort of similar whitish gray color that I mentioned in the dashboard just now. The infotainment system is colored in black. The steering wheel, I believe, colored in black as well. Other than that, most of the car is basically black in the interior. Only some bits here and there are colored in this sort of whitish gray, or is it cream? I'm not entirely sure, but they look pretty cool. You do have the small little sunroof right here, two of them on each side, basically one for the driver, one for the passenger, one for the driver. This is left-hand drive, just if you're wondering. Yes, the cockpit is here and the passenger is here, which is very cool. And yeah, I really do love the cutouts on the roof for the sunroof right there. You do have more carbon fiber here on the roof as well. Here's the other side. The only difference is basically, like I said, the 9-spoke rims, which are colored also in this matte liquid gold color. One thing I need to highlight to you guys, since this is Global 64, and even though they don't come in sort of like that sleeve box, instead it comes with the acrylic case, the cars still do not have brake calipers, unlike the racing series, the Hobby 64 and whatnot. Basically they do have what do you call that, brake calipers, because the car is slightly more expensive and basically they want more detail on the car basically. And yeah, you do have some more window parts here at the back here as well. I don't know, what does that say? Is that Pagani logo? No, I don't think so. If I'm not mistaken, here's where the engine's located at, supposedly. Like the whole back part right here is supposed to open like in reality, but then again, this is a 1/64 die-cast scale. Of course, you won't get that here. You do have 2 rear lights right here on each side, making it 4 in total. And then you have the quadruple massive rear exhaust tips here at the back. Sadly, they're not really like colored in blue or anything, unlike the previous Pagani Imola that I've done a review of. That was cool. They actually colored the exhaust tips in a slightly blue color, which is absolutely cool, not gonna lie. You might be wondering, is there a spoiler on this? Sort of. I mean, there are like 2 spoilers right here on each side. There is like a hole for aerodynamics here at the back, but not like your typical massive rear wing spoiler or anything. Not really, but still it looks pretty cool in this way anyways. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the exhaust tips are colored sort of like in this liquid silver matte color right here. No rear license. Oh wait, there is a rear license plate. Yeah, it does. So it says Pagani right there. I didn't really realize, but yeah, there is a rear license plate. The glare like disturbed a bit there, so that's why I didn't see there is a license plate. There is, I believe this is your brake lights, I'm not entirely sure, or are they the reverse lights? I'm not too sure. In the middle at the bottom right here. And do you have diffusers? Not really, I don't think so, but yeah, they're still pretty great anyways. Let's move on to the base. Metal base, focus it in. So metal blacked out base, Tarmac works, Pagani Utopia. Pagani Utopia made in China. And yeah, it requires 2 screws in order for you to open the car, if you do need so. But I think it's already great in this way, no matter what. It's pretty nice in its standard way. Basically, you look at it at first glance, of course, you might think this sort of looks like a blacked out Pagani Utopia or whatever Pagani you think about it. But if you ask me, when you look closer and basically go closer to the car and actually see its details, then you would only know that it's a black carbon fiber car. Sorry, not car, but hypercar with a set of liquid sort of gold-ish rims, which are just absolutely great. Now, would I say it's pretty worth to get? I'd say yes. I mean, the details are pretty cool. The car is really legit, if you ask me personally. The details on this car are very nice. A unique style for Tarmac Works to release this car as well, in its sort of like detailed packaging. Basically, you have the sleeve and whatnot, like I said just now, with the illustration at the back of the box, which is cool. And then how it came with, it actually came with like I said, the wooden sort of base that it comes with. That is also unique, not gonna lie. I really do like that. That is a great touch, great detail that not many other diecast companies do that. That is actually pretty cool and unique. And then comes the car. You do have the set of rims which are different on both sides, which well, you can act as if you are using 2 set of different rims, or you could just ignore the fact that both sides are quite different basically and just use it as a display piece. That would be also very nice. But let's say if you're a Pagani collector and you're thinking whether you should buy this car, guarantee you'll love it once you buy it. I personally love it. If you ask me personally, I really love it more than the Imola that I've done a review of previously, but not as good as the Imola in Rosso Dubai. That is still one of my favorites till today, and nothing can really beat that so far. Who knows, maybe this Utopia might actually release in a different color in the future, who knows, but still I will like it anyways. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comment section down below about this crazy looking hypercar in this carbon black sort of color with the golden rims, which are quite different on each side. And if you want to get this car today, the Pagani Utopia, you can get yours from the Two Monster Shop Shopee page, or you can go check it out from the Two Monster Shop TikTok shop, or you can basically just go ahead and walk into their store at Tamarind Square, Cyberjaya. And your second option, if you're not living in Malaysia, you can buy it from the Tarmac Works website. But I guess that's all for today's video. You should definitely get this car. I really do recommend it. Once again, I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. See my other videos. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you soon. Bye bye.